Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. I want to give double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations of much love. The rest of you, sincere Akim, pushing word and truth and sincerity. This is the Cleric Azar coming at you with another lesson. I'm just going to be going right into it. It's just going to be a quick testimonial. And I don't know what I'm going to be calling this lesson yet, so I'm just going to get right into it. But basically, what happened recently, I was trying to apply some beard oil to my face the night prior to me going out to camp, and I had three different oils I like to put on my face. One, I like to have the castor oil, and I think I have two different castor oils. I have a Jamaican type castor oil. Then I got this other castor oil. Then I also got this rosemary and mint scalp and hair strengthening oil. Because basically my face, like, I suffer from alopecia, so I lost hair when I was like, oh man, let's say, before I was even technically 18. And so I've never had like a beard and a full head of hair. So, boy, this is why, we need these new bodies, boy, because I'll be so interested to see myself with a full head of hair and a beard to go along with it. So anyway, I was just putting applying some oil to my face, and I apply it usually. What I usually do is I like to apply one layer of oil, wash my hands, and apply a different set of oil, wash my hands, apply another set of oil. But I guess this particular day I was a little lazy, and I let all these particular oils come on my hand and on my face. And Thawada to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai for not letting my face undergo the same treatment that happened to my hands. Because the next day, I noticed that my hands were really itchy, and at first, they didn't really break out, but the day after that, they just broke out, and they just felt like sandpaper. And I wish I had taken a picture and shown them before and after. But oh man, you have that's just that saying where if your hands are itchy, you think you're about to get some money or something. So I think it was just a good thing. But I didn't really closely look into my hands to the following day or the second day. And like I said, it was like sandpaper. There was like bumps on my hand and so forth, just on the palm part. I thought they were going to spread to other parts of my body for the way it was looking. And so I had I had a really strong reaction to these three oils. So I learned a valuable lesson, probably never to do that again. So here I am getting ready for camp. And I was driving on the way down there. And I just said, hey, it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if I just go and salute the brothers, and probably this ailment will probably go away. And so I get down to camp, and I go and I felt bad even saluting the brothers because I didn't even identify what it is. I'm only assuming that it's from the oils that I had, because that was the only thing that I did. I would put the oil in my hand, rub my hands together, and then apply it to my face and my hair. And so, yeah, but it was just my palms. So I was saluting all the brothers, and it was a big camp too. I don't want to say how many brothers I saluted, but halfway through camp, I just noticed that the reaction and the texture of my hands it wasn't as rough as it was prior to me getting down there. And I remember saying to myself, I was like, wow. I remember driving to myself, and I was just saying to myself, wow, all I gotta do is salute the brothers, and I wouldn't be surprised if this ailment goes away. And sure enough, halfway through, it was almost back to normal. And I remember I told one of the brothers, and he had watched me while because I was standing on the other side. He was just watching me. He was like, yeah, I saw you looking at your hands. I was like, yeah. I said to myself, I was like, yeah, all I got to do is like salute the brothers and, just touch the brothers. I should be okay. And it's kind of interesting because it reminded me of what happened with the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years. And you can read about that. I'm going to get the scriptures out so you can read up on yourself. Matthew 9, verses 20 through 22, and Luke 8, 43 through 48, as well as Mark 5, 25 through verse 34. And it's very interesting. And let me see. I want to touch base here. Matthew 9 was where, Matthew 9 specifically, verse 21. Let me go ahead and read it too. Matthew 9, verse 20. The point's going to be in verse 21. Matthew 9, verse 20. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, here's the point, if I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. So she said within herself that if she just touched the garment, that she would be made whole. And Yahushua turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. Okay. And so that's very interesting how it was all based upon faith. Okay. And in Luke chapter 8, it also doesn't really go into her saying this to herself in the book of Luke. Let me just double check here. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say. Of course, because these are different accounts. So when you read Matthew and Luke and Mark, they're the same account, but just told differently from different perspectives. Okay? And because in Mark 5, it just says, she just, specifically, Mark 5, verse 28, it says, For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. Okay? And so, as soon as she did that, her particular disease was healed. Okay, and Yahushua said, this is as a verse. Let's go back to Matthew 9, verse 22, and he said, "Daughter, be of good comfort; thy faith hath made thee whole." And the woman was made whole from that hour. Okay, and in Luke chapter 8, verse 48, it says, he said unto her, "Daughter, be of good comfort; thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace." Okay. And so it's very important. It's that faith. Okay. And it just a reminder to myself. And I'm sure most brothers already know, but it felt like a real faith booster for myself, because it felt like the same thing that had occurred to me. And just the fact of being that I said to myself that if I just touch the Akim, then I'll be okay. And that's exactly what happened. And as of this video, both my hands are made whole altogether. Hey, what does the Bible say? He healeth, let me try to find it here. I wound and I heal. Let me find that. I'll find that here. Let's see. Bear with me here. Yes, it's going to be, double check. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. See that? Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right, so this is the power of the Most High. Okay? I'm going to end it on this. All right, because I always like to end my videos on a good note with some type of silver lining. There's like at the end of the tunnel. So in other words, there's a happy ending. And I need to rehash this to myself. Okay, so we're going to go into Book of James. We're going to start at chapter 2. And we're going to read verse 20 as well as verse 26. James chapter 2, verse 20 reads, "But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead?" Now, skipping down to verse 26. "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also." Okay, so it has to go hand in hand. Okay, the belief and the works. Okay, so in this particular case, I wanted to just show that how I was just thinking and what my mind was thinking, and I was just praying with it myself, and in the end, hey, the Most High healed me, and only He knows that it was the reason why he did that. Okay, but it was just just a part of my testimony I just wanted to bring out. And I just want to share that with your brothers. Hopefully it's going to be a little faith booster. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, who gives me the strength of the spirit to continue to strive and endure in these last days. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And on to the next video.